Has there been any park that has grown like Toverland in the past 2 decades? This Dutch park started as an indoor family entertainment center, but now it's a full-fledged theme park with different lands and 5 different roller coasters, including a B&M Wing coaster in Phoenix and a large GCI in Troy. So in this video, I will rank the park's top 10 rides and attractions. This video will highlight the mechanical rides, but be sure to experience the crazy playgrounds and climbing attractions featured at this park. It is a key part of the Toverland experience. Additionally, there's one ride that will be omitted that had a good chance of making this list. That will be none other than the Jengu Rapids ride. Unfortunately, I've had to skip this Hafima Rapids ride due to crowds and time in my visits to the park. I hope to try it on a return visit though. Number 10. Two's Express. This Vekoma Junior coaster is all about the visuals. The lift comes frighteningly close to the ceiling. Then you wind above pathways and rides as you make your way through the area. And while this is a junior coaster, the turns have a bit more pep to them than usual. Number 9. Dragenslangen. You have 2 options with these wet-dry water slides. You have an enclosed slide with a spiral and a drop, and this one is just okay. The other slides are triple downs, and you'll feel your whole raft lift off the slide in the second hump, which is quite the thrill. Number 8. Villa Fiasco. This 2-story tall funhouse has no shortage of gags. You have all sorts of platforms that'll have you stumbling like a fool, with my favorite being the sliding staircase. Then you also have other classics like a spinning barrel and a quirky slide. And all this takes place to an infectious soundtrack that'll inevitably get stuck in your head. Number 7. Merlin's Quest. This scenic boat ride around Avalon offers great views of Phoenix, but it also includes a 2 to 3 minute dark ride section with some awesome music, lighting, and some nice animatronics. The latter is what really makes the experience for me. Number 6. Maximus's Blitzbahn. This vegan bob cart almost always has a horrific wait, but the ride itself is pretty cool. You have a neat steampunk theme as you rocket out of the building and navigate a covered outdoor course. You feel the acceleration towards the start, but the rest of the ride is pretty mellow. But this bob cart has a much better sense of speed than the others I've experienced, partially because it's faster, and partially because of the covered setting. Number 5. Booster Bike. This Vekoma motorbike coaster has a lot of downtime in my visits, but it is a fun ride. The launch has some decent power to it, and reminds me of those on the Zamperla motorbikes. Then you have a glass smooth ride with some mild force in the turns, and some very weak airtime on the final bunny hills. Number 4. Dwervelwind. This mock spinning coaster has a solid layout. The layout is pretty good pacing, and it's diverse too, offering a few small pops of airtime, and some good turns that offer some force and or snap. Then the fun layout is plussed by some nice landscaping and a great onboard soundtrack. Number 3. Expedition Zork. This mock log flume was recently rethemed, and it's one of the best flumes out there. The queue line has some fun explorer theming, and the indoor section takes place around a mountain with this giant troll. The first drop is a neat backwards one, and I also want to highlight the turntable that flips you forwards. It takes place in the second lift and incline, which is a really weird location. The second drop is far larger, and it goes outdoors. The plunge gives a pinch of airtime, and it's quite thrilling too. You then re-enter the building past some trolls with some cute characters, although one of them can get you quite wet, so be prepared. Number 2. Phoenix. This may be one of the shortest B&M Wing coasters, but it certainly packs in an intense ride, arguably the most intense ride you can get on a B&M Wing coaster. I love the start to this coaster. You have a wing over drop that rapidly switches from hang time to positives, a bunny hill with some great sustained floater airtime, an OK Immelman, a helix with some shockingly strong positive Gs, and a whippy 0G roll. I do wish this coaster had another element or two which I note in my review, but it at least compensates with some nice theming in the queue line, station, and pre-lift. The latter includes a giant dragon animatronic. And coming in, number 1 is Troy. This Great Coasters International wood coaster is massive and has fantastic pacing. The train hauls through the layout. I've always enjoyed this ride up front, but my 2022 rides in 100-degree heat show me why this coaster gets such rave reviews. I also heard from others it was running faster this year. I'd talk about it more in a separate review, but Troy was absolutely flying for me. It had airtime in spots I hadn't gotten in past trips. The turnarounds and dips offered quick pops of airtime, and then there were some small bunny hills with some sustained floater. Then almost all the turns and directional changes offer laterals, sometimes sustained, and other times more rapid jolts. The ride does have a shuffle to it, but the well-cushioned Millennium Flyer trains could absorb these blows with ease. In past visits, I was torn if I preferred Troy or Phoenix more, but Troy was the far superior ride in my most recent visits. So those are the top 10 rides and attractions at Toverland. Do you agree Troy is the best ride here? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this countdown, I'd appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you considered subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster and amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.